Meanwhile, I ran into my buddy Tobes right outside the Pinnacle.
Jules, you finally made it. Word is, the Pinnacle is the most luxurious spot in the city. Average guys can't afford this. You know who booked it? Do you know who booked this place?
Our professor dropped the pin in the chat, but who actually booked it? No clue.
Then we walked straight into the hotel. That rich kid Preston booked this for us. But weirdly enough, the receptionist kept staring at me with glowing eyes. Right after we left, she quickly grabbed her two-way radio.
All units, attention. The VIP guest has arrived. He is heading straight to VIP Suite 709. They're heading to Suite 709 right now.
Instantly, an excited voice erupted from the radio.
Copy that. The Royal European Lobster and Baloo Cryar combo is 5 minutes out.
Copy that. The vintage Dom Perignon is locked and loaded.
Copy that. Top-tier VIP concierges are on standby.
But I had absolutely no idea. As I opened the VIP room door, the place was packed. When we walked in, the teasing started immediately.
5 minutes late. You owe us a round of drinks later.
We just smiled awkwardly. Then I scanned the room and quickly spotted exactly who I was looking for. Eyes softening, I approached. The chatting girls suddenly stopped when they saw me. I quickly found the one I wanted in the crowd. With a soft look in my eyes, I walked over to her. The girls stopped chatting the moment they saw me.
Look, Serena, Jules is here for you.
Serena, our class rep, was pretty close to me. We studied together a lot, and I helped her with tons of academic problems. I helped her out a lot with her studies too. Everyone shipped us, and we both felt the spark. With college apps looming, we kept it quiet. I walked up to Serena.
Serena, you look gorgeous tonight.
No makeup at school, but Serena really dressed up tonight. She looks so gorgeous, it makes my heart flutter. Serena said with a slight smile.
Thanks. You look great tonight, too.
Before, I never even thought about dating, just focused on the SATs. But now it's time to think about it, so I'll confess tonight. Then I smiled at Serena.
Would you like to take a walk together after we eat?
Before Serena could say yes, a girl looked at me teasingly.
Oh, pretty boy, Julian. We all know about you two. Gonna confess?
Not funny, Chloe. Serena glared at her. Then she looked slightly unnatural, turning to me apologetically. I'm sorry, Julian. I just can't.
The whole room fell silent in an instant, everyone staring in shock. My face froze, then I forced a smile.
Do you mind telling me why?
Just then, the sound of a door opening echoed.
Sorry about that, Jules. Serena already said yes to being my girl.
I looked at Serena in disbelief.
Is he telling the truth?
Serena bit her lip, a flash of pity in her eyes. But she stood up anyway and walked to Preston's side. Preston smiled faintly and naturally took her hand.
Everyone listen up. Today, in front of all the students and faculty, I'm officially announcing Serena's my girlfriend.
As soon as he spoke, everyone started clapping. Sure, some felt pretty awkward, but clapping along was just the thing to do. And I just stood there, staring blankly at their held hands.
Julian, we won't work out. Thanks for everything this year, but you're just a friend. Sorry if I led you on.
Hearing Serena say that, suddenly she felt like a total stranger.
So you just played me like a fool?
Serena didn't even dare to look at me, but Preston, right beside her, spoke up.
Julian, stop it. You act like Serena owes you something. You two just helped each other out.
Saying that, he shot me a provocative glare. He shot me a smug look. He's been obsessed with Serena. I thought she and Jules were just studying and he had no shot. Who knew a cheap trick would get Serena hooked? Thought Serena and Julian studying together meant he had no chance. But with one little trick, she was hooked. Yeah, Julian. Serena's with Preston now. You should be happy for them.
I can't believe Mr. Miller took their side. I have a feeling now. Preston definitely bought off Mr. Miller. I was going to toast him for teaching us these past 3 years. Guess there's no need now.
Now everyone's siding with Preston. They used to ship Serena and me, but she's with him now. Besides, without Preston, they could never afford the Pinnacle. Only Toby couldn't stand it.
You guys are going too far. What did my bro do to you? And you, Preston, given how things are, stop being so passive-aggressive. Do you really like him?
I was really hoping to see a hint of hesitation on her face, but I was disappointed.
I'm genuinely into Preston, and we're just friends, so please drop the gossip.
Is it because I'm broke?
I looked at Serena and asked. Serena gave a solemn nod.
Yeah, you could never give me the life I want.
I shook my head and softly said,
Wish you the best.
Then I turned to Toby and we got ready to leave. Suddenly, the door swung open and a line of stunning waitresses walked in, each wearing a warm smile, carrying incredibly expensive dishes. The classmates were completely stunned. Someone snapped out of it, quickly kissing up to Preston.
Haha, Prez really went all out. This is top tier.
Even Serena is gazing at Preston with her eyes shining, looking incredibly proud. But Preston himself is totally clueless.
Wait, I didn't set any of this up at all. Sure, my family's pretty loady, but even we could only book a standard private room in this place. I could only book a standard room here. Besides, I can't afford any of this food. But to keep up appearances for everyone, didn't expect the Pinnacle's service to be this flawless. Just eat up and enjoy, guys. Just leave the food on the table.
Yet the waitresses ignored him. Preston suddenly felt so awkward.
Just as everyone marveled at the Pinnacle's luxury, in walked a man with an overwhelming presence. Prez's eyes lit up. It was the general manager of the Pinnacle.
Even my old man had to bow down to him back then.
Prez quickly poured 2 glasses and walked toward the manager.
Hello, Mr. Vance. I'm Preston Vance, Richard Vance's son.
This guy looks totally normal, right? How is he the son of a beast?
Mr. Vance, may I offer you a glass of wine?
Mr. Vance showed a flash of impatience and said,
Even your old man isn't worthy to share a drink with me. You? Too green.
Just as the crowd started whispering, Mr. Vance spoke.
Sir, I've finally found you.
Julian himself was just completely confused.
You got the wrong guy. I might look like your young master, but I'm really not him.
But you aren't our young master. You're Chairman Prescott's son. That makes you our young master.
Right now, they are all looking at me like they just saw a ghost.
I'm dead. Who did I just cross?
No way! Julian Rich? Impossible!
Don't just stand there. Greet him.
Evening, Master Julian.
Everyone instantly cast envious glances. Everyone casts envious glances.
Young master, per the chairman's instructions for your graduation party, I had the kitchen prepare the feast. Shall we move to the VIP suite or continue dining in here?
Everyone gasps in shock.
No thanks. I'm just about to leave.
His words leaves everyone stunned.
Leaving so soon, Julian? You barely ate.
Yeah. The food here is actually really good. We can just stay and chat for a bit.
Watching these two-faced classmates, Julian's eyes filled with disappointment.
Julian, we're all classmates here. Who knew your family was ludded? Nice job keeping it low-key.
Trying to play nice now? Preston, you were just talking trash about Jules a minute ago. Now that Jules is the boss, you come crawling back like a lapdog? Where was that before? Toby, what the hell are you saying?
Guys, we're all classmates here. There's no need for all this tension.
Did you see my lips move?
He then shook his head.
Tobes, let's get out of here.
Marcus Vance then glanced around everyone inside the private booth. That overwhelming, dominating alpha aura is back again.
Dare to cross our young master? You want to die?
Everyone's faces turned pale.
Mr. Vance, this has nothing to do with us. Preston is the one to blame.
Yeah, we're innocent!
Yeah.
Preston, say something!
It's over. We're finished.
Ugh, this farewell dinner is a total mess. Right! Julian hid it so well, even Serena had no clue he's loaded.
If Serena knew, they'd probably be dating by now. I remember. Heard it today. A kid got picked up in a Rolls after the SATs made the news.
Could it be Julian? Let's look it up.
Soon, everyone's faces looked priceless. The guy who caused a scene at the gate earlier was Julian Prescott.
Just got a text. My dad wants me home for dinner. Gotta go.
My mermaid's in labor. Gotta go deliver it. Catch you later. Wait up!
I've never seen a mermaid have a baby. I'm coming with you.
Soon, the classmates dodged Preston like a plague and left, leaving only Preston and Serena. She looked totally lost. Julian's dad drives a Cadillac limousine. His family owns this hotel. A wave of deep regret consumes him right now. Preston mutters to himself.
Are you all right?
Preston slaps Serena hard across the face.
It is all your fault. The Vance family is finished.
That's insane! You hit it well, Jules. Even played me.
Toby looks Julian up and down.
You seriously don't give off any rich boy vibes. Shut up. Watch it.
Julian's mouth twitches.
You think I chose this? My parents lied to me for 18 years. Do you know what I've been through for the last 18 years?
Julian is on the verge of tears. Then Toby gives a wicked smirk.
Serena must be dying of regret right now, dropping a giant like you to pick a tiny twig like Preston Vance. Listen, Julies, I'm telling you, you gotta watch your back now. It's classic textbook. That girl is definitely coming back for you. We're done. Just strangers now.
Then they finished. Julian just got home, and his parents spoke up.
Son, your dad and I talked. We're moving back to the Sterling estate. When do you want to head back?
Mom, all these years for me. You've worked so hard.
I mean, since you guys are rich, let's just move. Do you own any other properties in town?
Actually, yes. Your dad and I checked out a few villas a while back. Figured we'd let you pick one when you grew up.
Then we move tomorrow.